Hello, everyone. We're just letting everyone get out of the waiting room and into the webinar here. I'm seeing you all come in.
Will we be able to see them or no?
You're not gonna be able to see everybody. They can see us though.
All right, so they can see us, but we can't see them.
Yep. So say hello.
Say hello. Hi, how are you?
If
I'm
they all
Bob.
join in.
I am Bob.
Awesome. Everyone's saying
Jason
hi. All
joined. Oh,
right.
thank you, Jason. From Ken. Thank you, Ken.
Okay, everyone, we'll get started. As you can see, we have Bob and Greg here with us today. I'm Danielle, the Vice President at YPC Media. We're really excited to have you here. You know, at YPC, we're all about helping insurance agents and small businesses get ahead of the curve, especially when it comes to how people find, choose, and trust you online. Today's webinar is really special because you're getting an exclusive first look at something brand new, a program that is going to completely change the way that you agents connect, communicate, and convert online. YPC Media is proud to be an exclusive reseller of this program within the insurance industry, and I can honestly say it's one of the most exciting products that we've ever been a part of. The platform we're going to be talking about today is HelloNation. Again, you guys, this is not advertising, it's advertising, and it is revolutionary in this next wave of digital engagement. The best part is, as I promised, you don't just have to take my word for it. We're lucky enough to have Bob Bartosiewicz, the founder and CEO of HelloNation, with us today, as well as Greg from his team. Bob, I'm going to brag on you a little bit. He's a digital marketing maven. He started his journey in the 1990s. He now has a 300-person agency that serves municipalities and small businesses nationwide. He works alongside organizations like the U.S. Conference of Mayors, the National League of Cities, and helps local economies tell their stories and grow through media. But he's not just building companies, he's building movements, ones that strengthen how people and businesses connect. So, Bob, Greg, thank you so much for joining us. We're thrilled to have you here, and we're excited to see what you have to say about HelloNation.
Awesome. And Danielle, how long do we have? How many minutes?
We have 30 minutes.
Okay, so first of all, thank you very much. My name is Bob Bartosiewicz. That's Greg Thone. We've worked together, I think, since the early mid 1990s. I don't even know when did
97.
97 we started working together. We are the company that, believe it or not, we used to do cartoon maps years ago. So if you remember the Where's Waldo maps and stuff, we're the ones that did that. We work with thousands of cities and chambers across the United States. But most importantly, we work with about 20,000 clients that are small businesses, SMBs like ourselves. I'm very excited. I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan. If you see that behind me, we are not great this year. We got our own issues. I won't digress there. But what I will be talking to you about today is something near and dear to my heart, which is how do we message today as compared to before? Let me give you some crazy facts, okay? Back in 1998, was the highest dollar amount ever for the Yellow Pages. I think the Yellow Pages at the time was $3 billion worth of revenue just annually. Local newspapers were over $1 billion annually in revenue, and that's pretty much where people went. And it really started dwindling after 1998, the high level. What I'm going to talk to you today about is a comprehensive new revolutionary messaging system that's done literally like Occam's razor. And if you know what Occam's razor is, it's the simplest answer is the most correct. Let me give you a for instance. If I said this, tomorrow morning, somehow, some way, Kim Kardashian wanted to start selling real estate in Altoona, Pennsylvania, would that be considered newsworthy? That Kim Kardashian moved and started selling real estate in Altoona, Pennsylvania. What's the chances of, if someone types in real estate, that Kim's name starts creeping up on Google? What do you think the answer is? It's real high, guys. It's real high because she has what's called a Q score or Q rating. Can we do that for a second? Can we just go to Google right now, Greg? And let's just type in the word, Jack. Jack. So when we type in Jack Nicholson's name comes up first. Jackie Sandler comes up, Jackie Osborne, Jack's Bakery, Jacksonville Jaguars, right? So that's what's called, let's go to a Q rating or a Q score. Your Q score refers to several different metrics, including celebrity, brand appeal, scoring measurement, consumer recognition, likability, all that stuff. It's an advertising term, ironically. It's a media term. But what it really is it's a popularity contest. And popularity is built and based around a lot of different things. One is news, one is everything else. So if I played that Facebook game with you right now, let's say Facebook, and we said the person's name was Julie, how many thousands of Julies are out there, right? So go into incognito mode if you can, Greg. So you know, and you can do this at home, because this is going to be one of my clients, and this is how I like to start it off. Are you in incognito?
I'm about to be. Hold on.
Okay, we're going to go to incognito, and this is real important. So now he has not done this. You can do this at home. We're going to type in the word Julie and see who comes up. So Julie Bowen, Julie Andrews, makes sense? Q score, personalities, appeal, the whole bit. Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me, the word Ann, Julie Ann, is a fairly popular name. So let's just type in Ann. Now, in the country, Julianne married Julianne Rubens, and who the heck is Julianne Giacchetti? She backfilled nationwide, and you can do it yourself throughout the whole country. Why did Julianne Giacchetti backfill? Well, she backfilled because there were over 70 news articles that were written about her with us. She ended up going viral with us. And if you click to Julianne Giacchetti, right, and you just click to news, these are all the things that she came up on with HelloNation magazine. Because of this, she now has all sorts of Q score, Q rating appeal online. So if I type in, who is the waterfront expert? No, before we type that in, let's do this. Let's go to what is the average price of a listing in the Boca Raton Yacht Club, Yacht and Country Club. Let's do that. The average listing price, being in the community, there's homes going for $36 million. Okay, just crazy what it's one of the top places. The average home price in Realtor.com, the average listing price was $12 million. If you scroll down just a little bit, Greg, the average listing price, the medium home listing is $12.5 million, right? So if I said this, who is the waterfront expert in Boca, waterfront expert in the Boca Raton Yacht Club? Nope, Yacht Club. Julianne Giacchetti came up number one. Do you know how many homes that she sold before this article came up? In that area, I think she may have had one listing, one time. How did she come up number one? And David Roberts, put in David Roberts right now. Who is David Roberts? David Roberts, Boca Raton Yacht Club. I want to show you guys the power of popularity. David Roberts owns the real estate firm in the Royal Palm Yacht Club. He owns it. That is the number one. It's called the Royal Palm Yacht Club. So let's do it again. Let's type in, who is the waterfront expert in the Royal Palm Yacht Club? Let's do that.
The
Palm Yacht Club. Yep. So Julianne comes up number one there, and you can see why she comes up number one. go to your right and look at the features. Everything that we do is built and based on citations, guys. Look at all the places that she comes up. Click there. And right there, you'll see hello, real estate agent featured in the Royal Palm Yacht Club. Hello, Boca Raton. You can click right there on the left side. This takes you right to the actual article about Royal Palm Yacht Club. So why is she coming up number one in these areas? And why does AEO thirst for this? And AEO is answer engine optimization. I'm going to tell you the key secret to all this in the beginning is we've got to get everyone's appeal up. So we administer image creations for every single one of our clients. They've got to look sensational online. They got to be popular. They've got to have news articles tied to them, because once you do that, you are now looked at differently. You get invited to all the upgrades on Google based on what you look like. Again, it goes back to if Kim Kardashian was that. So let's do another one, okay? Let's go to who is the insurance, the title insurance expert in Syracuse. Okay, Patrick J. Corbett. Now, just to give you an idea, Syracuse is a triple A baseball town. It's a big town. I don't know if you know Syracuse, not small. And we don't like to do it like these completely because, quite frankly, this is how strong this is. Patrick J. Corbett of Vanguard Research Title Services, recognized title company, currently the CEO of Vanguard Research. Could you go to the citation under title insurance, the second one down where it says Yahoo Finance? Could you click there under Yahoo Finance? Click there. Let's see why it was cited. So because he was in HelloNation magazine, he now is considered an expert. Okay, why is he considered an expert? This is what's called, I like to call Santa's way. And what I mean by Santa's way is this, okay? Be good for goodness sake. What does that mean to all of you? If I say be good for goodness sake, you're not doing it for the reward. You're doing it for the sake of doing it. It's like the anonymous donor, right? The anonymous donor is the exact same thing. They're doing it because they want to give. They don't want any of the rewards. Because of that, you are now getting so much Google love on AEO, you can't believe it. And why I love what I'm doing is because it's working for us too. Let me give you, for instance, type in HelloNation USA today. I've got to give you the secret understanding behind the concept of this. So this is HelloNation. Let's just show it to you quickly. This is the insanity of our company. Believe it or not, we have two buses. And here's how we figured it out. We basically said that there's 30,000 towns in America. And we have now put almost $70 million into these 30,000 towns in America. However, just like when you're painting the Golden Gate Bridge, right? Once you've finished one coat of painting the Golden Gate Bridge, you think you have to keep going back and forth to continue to paint it, to keep it nice and sparkling? Yes. Well, what we're doing is once we did the once over with the 30,000 towns that we have every community in the United States, guys, we now know that we have to constantly keep going back and forth. And we go back to where you were, Greg. We constantly have to go back and forth. And what we do is we literally go to every town, we do every neighborhood, we're doing all sorts of community programs, talking about the hometown heroes. We have associations that we continue to pile up. But there's one thing that we don't have in any of these magazines, and Danielle kind of told you about it before. There is no advertising with an A. And the reason for it is when we work with the U.S. Conference of Mayors and the National League of Cities, let's go there for a second, Greg. Just type in USA, and then mayors. So now if you type in USA mayors, I think of my father. He was in the U.S., he was in the armed services, he was in the Korean conflict. You may have your own thoughts. When you think of USA Today, I think of that. I think of fun. When I think of mayors, I actually think of, between you and me, my first celebrity I met when I was a Little League baseball player. He gave out my All-Star trophy, and that's what I think of. But what does the country think of? Well, from the sidewalks of Main Street to the steps of DC, the country with Google thinks of the United States Conference of Mayors. So this is the U.S. Conference of Mayors, and click to it. This is an actual website. And for every one of you guys that go to Allstate Insurance or any of these other association insurance programs that you go to, right? This is the Association for Mayors Nationwide. And we have been doing all sorts of programs and progress programs for years. But one of the things that we wanted to do is we wanted to become the community resource, the actual community resource for the U.S. Conference of Mayors. And if you see it to the left, you'll see HelloNation CGI Digital, which is indexed, don't click it yet, Greg, which is indexed straight to the U.S. Conference of Mayors. Now, for us to get this citation on the U.S. Conference of Mayors, we had to do two critical things. No town left behind. From Milwaukee, Nebraska to New York, New York, from a town of 1 to a town of, or city of 8.5, 9 million. We have every town in between. We did that. And these are all video magazines. They all have between 15 and 250 pages, depending on what we're doing. But they all are represented. That's number one. Number two, and this was the biggest thing. We cannot have any sponsorships. We cannot have any advertising. They would not allow it. And we literally had to say, okay, what are we going to do, right? What are we going to do? So we went to the drawing board and we went, what is the number one things that people are looking at? And this was pure luck, guys. This is 18 months ago when we were thinking of this. No one was thinking of AEO at the time. So what we said to ourselves was, can we come up with PSAs? Well, you may have heard of a PSA as a public service announcement. But can we do it in a private way? Call them PSA's private service announcement, which is elegant, noble narratives, messaging that's about educating the expertise of the industry. So if we were in a town hall setting, guys, to give you an idea, if it was a town hall and we were on the green of the town hall, there's 15 chairs set up at that town hall meeting that are called advisors or experts. One of them's the chamber, one of them's the city hall, one of them's the police department. So they're going to take care of the business, they're going to take care of the town, and they're going to take care of public safety. But when you have a specific question about a specific industry, take, for example, one of our biggest industries is veterinarians. We have every single, and we are doing it right now. It's going to cost us so much money, but we don't care. We will have every single dog park and an article on every dog park in the United States. Now let that sink in. We already have right now every single article on every neighborhood in the United States. Let that sink in. And we will have, I know it's almost unfathomable, but say that 15 times too fast, unfathomable, I can't say it. But we have all these things, but with no advertising. So these private service announcements, or we like to call advertising with an E, we came up with. So we actually called up many of our clients. We said, what do you think of this? And 75% of our clients said, you know something? I don't know if it's going to work, but I want it to work. I don't have a problem with competition as long as it's fair competition. I don't have a problem with any of these things. Most of you, the people that are on this call right now, you guys are superstars in your own right. And you know darn well the difference between someone that is full of you-know-what and someone that's telling the truth. And you have no problem with comrades that you know that make their money the right way, right? And that's what we realized with this. These noble narratives, or what we like to call making experts, so you're in that seat at that town hall, right? So when a veterinarian is talking about dog parts and pet care in the town, you are talking to them specifically about your industry, your insurance, what matters for you to buy, what doesn't matter for you to buy. And you're held accountable by your own conscience and the fact that you've done a really good job, right? So we presented it to them, and guess what? They loved it. They think advertising's great. It's like the helpful hints, if you remember. All these helpful hints, all these things that you can have. Click there. So now right through the doorways of the U.S. Conference of Mayors, HelloNation is being lauded by the U.S. Conference of Mayors. But who's watching? Who's Big Brother and who's watching? Well, you are, I'm sure you agree with, you are who you hang out with, right? And backlinks are strategically important. So HelloNation, which already works with 3,000 towns called eLocalLink, which is what we do, is now getting and having a massive organization like the U.S. Conference of Mayors and the National League of Cities and the Association of Counties, just so you know. All right, all tied to us. But here's the best part about it. At the end of the day, if we start advertising in this program tomorrow, we are looked at as a contaminated source in Google's eyes when it comes to EEAT, which is expertise, experience, authority, and trust, which is the most important algorithms on AEO. It is it. So now if you're Google and you see us attached to the U.S. Conference of Mayors and you see no advertising at all, no logos at all, how are we going to be looked at locally, well, or nationally, right? And so this is just kind of shows you our products and stuff and what we're about. But Greg, what I want you to do is I want you to even go further with this. I want to show you one of my clients. He's a yacht transporter, crying out loud, right? He transports overland boat transport. That's what it's called. So who is the overland boat transport expert in the USA? So when you're looking at this, right, and you're going down the line and you're looking at all the different areas, you're going to notice right here, John Aragani coming up number one. Why is he coming up number one? He's coming up number one, click that, because we did an article on him on overland boat transport. So here's the feature that it comes up with, right? Click to the HelloNation feature, right? And it goes right to his section, Hauling Giants, what it takes for massive boats overland. He is just talking there. But guys, we want to bring a machete to a butter knife fight. You understand what I mean? We want our clients to have it all. So not only is he making the transport expert in Connecticut, he's going to make the transport expert many times nationwide, especially if you have the right one. But more questions, ask the expert. Click there if you can. And now John will answer other questions that come up. So here's the beauty of the program. We highlight you like Center Court Wimbledon. You know, that Center Court Wimbledon is when you're in the championship. We do 4 articles a year that we are going to put, you're not going to believe this. We got it today. We're getting it in the USA Today, Danielle. You didn't even know this. We just found out today that our clients are going to be in the USA Today. We just got the deal today.
That's insane.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So the USA Today is now going to be also tying into HelloNation. They love the concept. They love the idea. They think it's wonderful. And it's advertising. So it has the effervescence of truth and decency. And that's everything that we're doing. So if you notice, Essential Overland Boat Moving Checklist, right? That's October 7th. September 25th, that's another article. Every week, we do a different article in your community about your industry as to what they're looking for, that now keyword attaches itself to the #1 AEO, SEO, and GEO organization, which is SEMrush, okay? And now we're able to create this convergence of education around your brand. Who is you? You are your brand. Let's get that straight. You are your brand, just like I am my brand. We are constantly creating and polishing up images. Let me give you a for instance. I have a client right now that wants to sell his company in 3 years, okay? Wants to sell it in 3 years. So what he's doing right now is he wants all this stuff created inside about his company, right? So when he sells it, when someone looks him up, they're going to see all these news articles, all these features, all this high-level stuff that he's doing about his company. It's called goodwill, guys, right? So let me take you to one more to show you who is the realist. I want to go back to Hyperlog. I want you guys to understand something. I said Occam's razor before. Occam's razor is simple. What we said to ourselves, if we take, like Frost said, take the road not taken. If we literally build brick by brick, right? Literally in every neighborhood. So from the lampposts of every neighborhood in the country, to the sidewalks of every main street in the country, to the steps of DC. And if we do everything in between, and we do it around good news, we do it around why good, shouldn't, one of our programs is, shouldn't good news travel faster, right? The concept behind good news, and it's real news, is that, you know what? There is a person that's going to help other people. Do you know what? This person is making their money regardless. You know what? They want to give back. And our experts, which we have now done it in, I think we have 750 clients in the last 4 months. It's insane. Our clients say, you know what? I want this to work. Not because I need it to work, because I think it should work. And people should be looking at those things. And that's the altruism behind what we're doing. So I want to show you one other one, and I want to show you how it interacts, okay? So who is I don't know if you know Pittsford, New York, but Pittsford, New York, to give you an idea, is a town where they played the Ryder Cup in '95. They had the 2003 PGA Championship, the 13 Championship, the 23 PGA Championship. They're getting the 2033 PGA Championship. It's a town called Pittsford. The country club is Oak Hill. It's a great place to live, right? So if I said to you, who's the real estate expert in Pittsford? Al Wood comes up, okay? So he comes up because he's cited and because of all the news articles that's happened, okay? So that is the actual AI overview. Now, go back to where you are, and we're going to start asking questions. And this is where the expert site really, really starts to just smack you in the face with opportunity, reality, and good deeds sometimes, once in a while, don't go unnoticed. And this is one of those times where good deeds don't go unnoticed. If someone is thinking of deciding on should they rent or buy in Pittsburgh first, that is a question that would be asked to Google, which they have a huge ad campaign right now going on. Ask Google, should I rent or buy in Pittsburgh first? Okay? Now, because he's also the head, notice making the choice renting versus buying. It's up on the top right and it's up inside. So click inside. Nope. Nope. Go back to where you were. Scroll down. That's the first one that came up in the regular. Nope. You're right there, Greg. Click there. Making the choice renting versus buying in Pittsburgh's unique market. Who is the real estate expert? Al Wood, HelloNation. Yes, underneath it says Remax Plus. But it's about Al Wood, because Al Wood's the man. Al Wood gives to the community. He is the guy. So if you click to HelloNation in the top left, look at all the articles. Now there's an October 13th, an October 6th, a September 29th, a September 22nd, a September 11th, and if you keep going to the September 4th one, that one is on too. You get it? And that was the one for renting and buying. And that came up on September 4th. Okay. So again, this is an interactive, seismic opportunity for you that's like nothing else. We always make two guarantees. Showing you something you've never seen before, which I'm sure you'll agree with, you've never seen it. That's number one. And number two, we're the company that can deliver this. I've never been more excited in my life than seeing this opportunity unfold. It truly, you should feel like 2004, right? 2004, when the Speed Pass just came out in Orlando, and all of a sudden you look to your right and they're saying, hey, listen, do you want a Speed Pass? You go, well, how much more is it? It's $5, right? $10. So you spend the extra $10 for the Speed Pass, and you are now in no line. You're literally going to the front of the line at Disney World. That's what HelloNation provides as a mission for our clients. And that being said, did I do that in a half an hour?
You did it, Bob. You did great.
All right.
And honestly, guys, as you can see, Bob, you always do an incredible job explaining the program. And I just want to put in, he said it in there, but it takes a lot of hard work to get to where those clients of his are. And HelloNation has put in the hard work and will continue to do that for you. And I think that that's really why we're so excited about the partnership. It's innovative. It's different. We've never seen it before. And anyone on this call, guys, we're only offering it to Allstate Mega Agents in the first round. And you are getting that first look, that first opportunity. So if you are interested in taking the next step and learning more about what this would look like for you, please either contact your account manager or scan the QR code on the screen so that you can put your information in, put the town, and we'll set up time for you to have that first meeting and get us started. So,
can I say one other thing, Danielle?
Yeah.
My clients are very smart. They're very shrewd. They know that word of mouth has been probably their most important form of advertising, okay, that they've ever had. Every single one of them, Al Wood he has one or two listing agents right next to him when he's going in, if they're going to list with him or stuff. He literally says, listen, ask Google who the expert is. Ask Google right now who the expert is. If it's not me, I'll walk out. But if it is me, I think you should work with me. And that's how they're using it. They're doing it that way. That's number one. The second thing that I will say to you, okay, is that at the end of the day, there is nothing cooler in the world than when you are building, and I know it myself, right? So when I'm building my own reputation and I type in CEO HelloNation, Bob Bartosiewicz, I have 300 employees, guys. One of the things that I had to do with this was at the end of the day, I had to reevaluate my employees, all the stuff that we were doing. This is such an image creator for you like you can't believe. We are going to turn you truly, right, into not a celebrity in your community, right? But truly, this is the stuff. Take the challenge. Who's the best? Who's the best? Last thing, by the way, you go from expert so many times, it translates into best. We don't use the word best, and they don't like to use it. But do this. Ready? Do this. Type in who's the best real estate agent in Tropic Isle? Who's the best real estate agent in Tropic Isle? I don't know what's going to come up.
Greg, you got it?
While best is subjective, Julianne Giacchetti repeatedly is highlighted as the leading expert. So that's the point. So it mutates going from expert to best, and we do all of these things for you. I'm telling you guys, there's nothing like it on the marketplace. Nothing. And we can do it for you. I'm done.
No, Bob, it's great. And I know that so many of you that are on this call were already excited about it. I think they're probably even more excited about it, seeing it in action.
Oh, that's right. One other thing. There is a responsibility here. The responsibility here is they have to peruse. We will write every article every week for them. So they're getting 50 articles, right? We'll promise 50. We put 4 of them online for the world to see, so it grips it, right? With the USA Today now, which is nuts, right? but they have to look over that article. It takes 5 minutes to read the article about it. Okay. And they may say, hey, listen, I have a better keyword than that for me. Because what we're doing is we're writing these articles so when people are asking questions, you become the answer.
We always talk about the local impact. This is it, guys. It's so impactful overall, and that what Bob said is absolutely correct. Like, we can create you as experts for the things that you want to be found for. And you know, at YPC, that's all what we're about. So again, if you guys want to set up the next call, get started, you could scan the QR code if you hadn't already. And then also you can contact your account manager or myself. We'll send you all a follow-up email with that link as well to keep it easy for you. But Bob, Greg, thank you so much for joining us. And to all you agents out there, thank you as well. I will see you hopefully later this week or at our next event. Bye, everyone.